Sure. I'm Lieutenant Andra, Andra Brown of the San Diego Police Department Homicide Unit.
And Lieutenant, what can you tell us about so far early on in the investigation, what you guys are seeing?
It is very early in the investigation, and at this point we have more questions than answers. We do know that our officers from Southern Division responded down here to the 3200 block of Caminito Quixote in regards to an injured male that was found down inside a residence. He does live there. He's a 38-year-old black male. His female partner, girlfriend, co-resident, woke up, found him down inside the home, injured, tried to rouse him, realized that he was injured, and called 911. Officers and paramedics responded, and due to his condition, they pronounced him deceased at the scene. He has not been transported, and the homicide unit was called out, and that's where we are at this point. We are all still here on scene looking for any sort of witnesses or evidence or anything like that we might have. Because it was so early when officers originally got here knocking on doors, people weren't answering their doors at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. But we're hopeful that as people wake up and start going about their day and the officers and detectives knock on their doors, that they'll actually answer and give us any information that they might have. We don't know where the gentleman was injured. He does have some traumatic injuries to his upper torso. Can't say what kind of injuries they are. It's not exactly clear at this point, and I'm not a doctor, so we'll just say traumatic injuries. So we're going to be doing an autopsy to find out what the cause of those injuries are. But we do know is that he's deceased here and that the homicide unit is following up.
So you can't say if it was from a stabbing or gunshot wounds?
It's not apparent, and so we're going with trauma. Sometimes they look very similar, and that's going to be up to the medical examiner. We do know that there were no reports of gunshots in this immediate area in the time leading up to the officers being called.
Was there any type of vehicle or anything like that he may have arrived at his residence in that may have something that you guys are looking at or anything like that?
There is a vehicle that's registered to the girlfriend, the female companion, and we have started a cursory look of that, and we'll be looking into that more deeply.
And then
is she considered at all as a possible suspect in this?
At this point, she's our reporting party and a witness.
Anything residents should be on the lookout for? I mean, obviously, if this is indeed a homicide and you guys don't have someone in custody, or maybe if they have surveillance video, what should they be looking on their surveillance cameras for? Any message for residents?
Anybody with any sort of surveillance video, Ring doorbell cameras, or anything like that, we certainly want to see that. If anybody has any information, whether they're here or off-site, and they have information related to this that we obviously want to hear, even if they don't think that it's maybe it's related, certainly give us a call, either the homicide office or Crime Stoppers. They can remain anonymous and help us out with that. We are going to be in the area here for quite a while, knocking on doors to see if there's anybody that can provide us with any sort of information. We don't know if the injuries occurred inside the home or elsewhere and he made it home and just collapsed there. There's still, like I said, more questions than answers at this point.
And what can you say? Some of the neighbors, they're waking up wondering what happened, but then when they kind of see the ballpark where you guys are investigating, some of them are like, we're not surprised the police come to this home often. Can you touch on anything like that?
I don't have any information about that.
What was the reporting time again? What was it called?
3:27 is when it was called in, so right before 3:30 this morning.
Okay. And the guy was found inside the house?
Yes, he was found inside the house, and that is where he remains at this point. Yeah, he was not transported.
Okay, still here?
Yes, still here.
Okay.
We're going to be here for a while, and then obviously the medical examiner will come and take him, and then an autopsy will be scheduled. Given the hour now, I don't know that they'll be doing that today. It's on their schedule. They have other things to do, so they'll be coming to pick him up, and we'll have more answers after that point. But we do know that he's deceased and has some traumatic injuries to his body. So.